everyone, this is Steve Bishop from ProgrammingMadeEasy.com and Gartman Technical Services. So today I've got a question for you in this In My Opinion video that comes from Tech Dave. And before I get into this, I just want to mention again, if you guys have a question, please feel free to give me that question. Okay, all you have to do is just drop it in the comment section below this video. I keep a running tab of all the questions I get asked. And if it's a good one and I got time to answer it, then I will certainly get to it. So please, if I haven't gotten to your question, don't worry. I've got it on the list probably, but it's going to take me some time to get to all of these, obviously, and it's good. I'm glad I'm starting to really get some of these. So I really appreciate all the questions you guys have, but just keep sending them to me. Keep giving me reasons to give you guys videos. Okay. So this question comes from TechDave99. And by the way, Tech Dave, thank you so much for participating in the discussion with Uncle Bob Martin. I really appreciated your comments and your questions. It really helped. Don't worry about asking bad or embarrassing questions. I think they were all actually pretty good. So Tech Dave asks, how do you or the company deal with a customer who wants a product or service that you or the company cannot currently support, but have the ability to learn and provide it? Customers can't always wait for someone to do research and development and then provide the service. Assuming that the company in question is currently a customer of yours, how would you or your company deal with it? Well, first of all, Dave, it depends upon how much money we're talking about, okay? Because if this is a product that that I'm only going to need to support for a little bit of time, a little bit of time each month or each year, if I'm only going to be making 5 hours a year off of it, it's probably not really worth it for me to even go and learn it. Maybe out of interest, maybe it's another service that I realize might be beneficial. If I learn that skill, learn that product, then maybe I can provide it as a service to my other clients as well. But you really have to start thinking in terms of how much am I going to be able to bill my client for the time that I spend on this? And is it worth it for me to go and learn this particular product or a skill? And that's really only a personal question that you guys can answer. And we have those discussions all the time. Now, what about those instances where you still want to provide a service to your client? You realize that it's not really all that beneficial to you to do it. One of the best things you can do for your customers is to say, I don't know this, but I'm going to find someone who does. And whether your company hires that other company or whether you just do it as a referral to your customer, that person can take care of that product. It's always better to be honest with your client about those situations than to try to hide that you do or do not know something. So just be very, very careful on the way that you frame it. Be sure that you're not trying to seem like you're backhanded or that you've got some sort of special deal with this other guy or this other gal that's going to come in and help them out. But if you're honest with your client and you say, look, this is a product we don't support. This is a product we don't understand. With some time, we perhaps will learn more about it. And especially if you bring on that other that third-party group or that third-party person that does understand the product or does understand the skill, try to get yourself involved in the discussion if you can. Maybe perhaps you're the go-to person. Maybe you're the go-to tech support on that, and you say, I don't know how this product works, but I'm going to contact support for this product, and I'm going to get involved. And that still maintains the relationship between you and the client, where you're the person, you're still in charge of their IT needs. You just don't know these things. You don't have these skills. And honestly, if your customer is not understanding of that, then you've got a problem with your customer, because this industry is huge, okay, in all facets. The IT support, the software development side, there are so many different products, and the industry is continuously growing. It's growing at an exponential rate. There is no possible way that you or even your entire company could have a handle on every technology that's out there. It's impossible. And if your client expects that of you, you need to talk to them about their expectations, because it's not going to be a long-lasting fit between the two of you. Okay, and they have unrealistic expectations of you, but you can mitigate this. You can say to them, look, I don't know this skill, I don't know this technology, but I'm willing to be a participant in this. I'm willing to take up the charge for you. Okay, on your behalf, I'm going to talk to so-and-so. I'm going to get involved with this third-party group, and I am going to discuss your issues with them. That way you can still be the person. You can still be the person in charge, but you are going to ask the experts. And honestly, that's all the customers want to hear. In most cases, they want to hear that you are going to take up their cause and you are going to solve their problem. Whether that's going to someone else or whether you have the knowledge internally, they don't care, okay, in 99% of the time. So that's what I would tell you. Don't hesitate to ask other people to get involved. Don't hesitate to be willing to fork out the money to go get that person that's going to help you out. Now, if it's possible for you to learn the skill, or maybe the amount of money that you're, potential income that you're looking at to acquire that skill is there, and so it would definitely be beneficial, then I would strongly suggest to you that you maybe cut a deal with them. Say, when we're talking about this particular product, I'm going to be doing some research on this because I don't know it, but I'm willing to cut you a deal. I'm going to charge you half the price while I'm learning this particular product. And give me, for the first year of supporting it, we're going to charge you half the price because I'm going to have to learn the product. Now, that means you're taking a bit of a hit, right? You're taking a bit of a hit by learning, by reducing your cost while you learn, but you're still going to ensure with them that you are going to be there to help support them. You're still going to be the one that's involved in fixing their issue, while at the same time you are learning a product. And actually, you'll be surprised, a lot of customers are very willing to be forgiving of you and your mistakes when you're trying to learn a product, and they know that you're learning it. Okay, it may frustrate them, it may aggravate them from time to time, but if you can ensure trust with them, if you can ensure that you are doing your best to solve their problem, that's what they care about. Okay, not everything is going to be solved in the first 5 seconds of when they tell you the problem, and the clients start to have to get used to this. And if it should just be a reasonable expectation that not everything is going to be solved in the first minute of when they tell you that there is a problem. So when you're doing this research, though, you need to be dedicated to it. Okay, and I really would not try to go learn multiple technologies all at once. Okay, if this is a skill you want to pick up because you think it's going to better your career, or you think it's going to better the services you can provide to your customers, or if it's something that you think that this particular customer, it's going to endear them more to you and they're going to start paying you more for the services you provide, then by all means do it, but just make sure you're not trying to learn too much. Okay, you should really be trying to focus on one skill at a time so that you can gain the wisdom and the understanding and the knowledge to be very proficient at it. Okay, there is also the possibility that if this is the case where it is something that you should learn, and you are willing to do the learning, but you want to bring on some additional help, perhaps, again, you could refer to a third party to come in and help you out. Maybe not help the customer out directly, but help you out with your learning. Okay, maybe hire a tutor, maybe find someone even on Craigslist that's willing to come in and work part-time on the project with you, and you become the project manager of that particular issue. That's the type of thing that you've got to be able to do. You've got to be willing to work with other people to learn a skill, and even get them involved a little bit in your business if that's the case, so that you can further your education. You can gain better wisdom about what it is that your clients need. Okay, so that's just a couple of different solutions. And again, it really comes down to your situation. Are you going to make more money by doing this? If not, if it looks like there's really no money in knowing that particular product or skill, then it's probably a good idea to just simply do a referral to someone else. Or maybe you take over, like I said, take over that problem and you take up the charge. I'm here for you, client. I am here to take up, I understand this problem that you're having, and I will take care of it for you. I'm going to contact someone who knows more about this than I do, and we're going to get it solved. Okay, that type of confidence and taking over and you know, understanding of their issue and trying to develop a rapport with the customer is going to endear them to you a lot more than, you know, if you just say, I don't know, I give up, I'm sorry, I can't provide it. You're going to have to go find someone else on your own. Okay, if you leave it up to the customer to go find someone else, they're going to find someone else. And chances are, if that person has more skills and you know, has more knowledge, then there is a possibility that you might lose that client. So it's usually a good idea to kind of be that take charge person that says, I'm taking up your issue and I'm going to solve it for you. So there you guys go. I hope this answers your question, Tech Dave. I'm sure some of you guys probably had a similar question. If you do have some other types of questions, again, maybe related to this video, maybe I didn't answer your question fully, then please, again, drop me a comment in the comment section below this video and I'll take a look, okay? So thanks again so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a great day. Bye-bye.